Hello, and today's review is the Hot Wheels model of the DeLorean Alpha5. For those who don't know, DeLorean was a company by John DeLorean which made an iconic gull-wing stainless steel bodied sports car in the 1980s, and it's the car that's used as the time machine in the Back to the Future franchise. So after building, I believe, 9,500 plus cars, DeLorean went bankrupt. So they've been away for a long time. Now there's a new company. I'm not exactly sure of what the connection with the new one and the old one is. You can read about it online, I suppose, because this is a model car review. But the first product that the new company showed off in 2022 in California was the DeLorean Alpha5. Now, as you can see just from the packaging, it's a long, sleek, low-slung sports car with an exceptionally long door there. So without further ado, let's unbox, or rather decard, this Hot Wheels model of it. Comes from their green speed lineup, and the little battery icon there should tell you what you need to know about the powertrain. Yes, it is an EV. On the back we've got, once again, green speed. This is number 7 out of 10 in the series. The DeLorean Motor Company is there, logo is there, so that means it's the official licensed product. Okay, this was bought for me by my parents from a recent overseas trip, so let's liberate it. Comes out very nicely. Let's get the card aside. And the car itself is in a very nice shade of burnt copper bronze, I suppose I could call it. You've got some exceptional detailing there, right down to the DeLorean badge on the rear. I'm just going to get that in focus for you. It doesn't seem to be focusing. Let's try here. Yep, there we go. Okay, yeah, you can just about see it in red there. Front also, you've got some rather nice headlamp detailing, albeit painted on. The wheels are fairly generic Hot Wheels things. You can see the charging port model there, and the massive doors. And if you look at the fully see-through glass roof, we can glean that, like the original DeLorean, these are gull-wing doors. Sadly, they don't open on this model. I suppose that would have needed quite a bit of engineering on a model of this scale to make them open in the proper way, and that would have pushed the price point way beyond what these mainline Hot Wheels models typically retail for. So it's an okay compromise, given that they've picked out many of the details in the moldings itself. The car does have side mirrors too, which is another lovely thing to see. I mean, most of these concept cars tend to try out what's called digital rear view mirrors, which is where you have a camera and a screen on either side inside, which doesn't really work as well as the real thing. But this car has side mirrors, and they are modeled quite nicely. Overall, it's a very pleasing model, mainly because of its color. The shape itself, well, I don't know, it doesn't really stand out to me that much from all the other futuristic concept EVs that we see nowadays. I guess you would have to look a bit closer to see, of course, the DeLorean badge and then those gull-wing doors, but let's see how it rolls. Very smooth, fairly silent. No suspension, of course. There's also no undercarriage detail, but we can't fault Hot Wheels for that, because being a concept, I'm sure that they didn't have a chance to look at the undercarriage of the car. You can see it's a 2023 casting, Mattel, Hot Wheels. And yeah, I mean, that's about it. Interestingly, you can see that the rear rivet seems to have what appears to be some paint overspray on it, or is it rust? Just gonna look at this car quicker up. Yep, that's some paint overspray. So the rear rivet has some paint overspray and the front doesn't. Now, interestingly, I bought a second model of this car accidentally, because I hadn't checked the cars that my parents gave me when they returned from their trip properly. So the second car I gave to my son to play with, and the second car also has the same paint overspray on the rear rivet holding the body and the chassis together, but not the front. So wonder what the reason for that could be. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this model car review. Don't forget to check out the playlist of model car reviews for more, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks, and have a great day.